Hello everyone, my name is Andrew Young. I'm the new Assistant Professor of Systematic Entomology at the University of Guelph. I'm here today to show off the University of Guelph Insect Collection. So this is the oldest insect collection in Canada, and it is run by two of my mentors in entomology, Dr. Steve Marshall, a retired professor at the university who is the director, and Dr. Steve Piero, who is the full-time curator of the collection and one of the first people to teach me about insects on a professional level. The collection itself is home to 3 to 4 million specimens of insects. It's somewhere between the third and fifth largest collection of insects in Canada, depending on how you're counting. And it's a worldwide collection. So we have somewhat of a focus on the Americas, especially South America, but also Ontario, of course. It's probably the largest collection of Ontario insects in the world. And because of both our Ontario focus and our worldwide focus, it's very useful for documenting biodiversity. So with the Ontario focus, we can document things like new records of species in Canada, with the fact that we share a border with the US and Ontario. And with the worldwide focus, especially the Americas, we can look at biodiversity worldwide, and especially Dr. Steve Marshall's research focuses, which include South American micropizid flies. The collection does have a Diptera focus due to Steve Marshall's career studying Diptera, or true flies, and I myself, as I came from this lab, also focus on flies, flower flies to be exact, family Syrphidae, which are thought to be the second most important pollinator of plants worldwide, second only to the bees. So right now I'm just going to briefly show off what an insect collection actually looks like. So behind me is a row of what are known as insect cabinets and a compactor here. In here, so this is a cabinet of syrphids. So these are the flower flies I worked on during my master's. If you open this up, you can see all the individual insects are stored in wooden drawers, and they look like this. So I'm going to leave this alone for a moment. I have a drawer that I already pulled out. So this is the genus Platychirus. They're a group of flower flies that I worked on for my master's. And as you can see, each individual specimen is pinned on an insect pin with some labels underneath. And these labels are very important. Without those labels, with the collection metadata, these aren't really scientific specimens, they're just dead insects on pins. So over here, I have a specimen where I removed the labels, and you can see there's 3 of them. So the most important here is the collection label itself. This has all the metadata, where it was collected, when, by who, and then also a database label. So this shows that this specimen has been entered into our database, so these records can be accessed digitally. And finally, what's known as a det label. So this is just a label where it has whoever determined what the specimen, or what the species the specimen is. This was me in 2009, and I said this was Platychirus latus. These labels are important because, you know, people get identifications wrong. So you can look and see who identified it and when, and double check it yourself if you want. So normally, of course, these would all be on the pin underneath the specimen. You never really want to take the labels off, but I've done that here just to show it off briefly for the camera. As you can see, we have quite a few compactors. These are all normally closed, all with drawers full of insects, and the collection itself, we have lots of collecting equipment and things like that. Anyway, so that's all I want to say about the collection today. If you do have any questions about entomology at Guelph or entomology in general, please don't hesitate to contact me at andrew.young@uoguelph.ca. That's Y-O-U-N-G. Anyway, have a nice day, and happy Bug Day.